Hi, I'm Ben. I'm here to learn English.
And I'm Emma. I'm here to help.
Let's learn together.
Let's learn together. Hi, everyone. Welcome back to our English learning podcast. I'm Emma.
And I'm Ben. Hello, everyone. We're so happy to see you here today.
Today, we are going to talk about something very useful for your English, prepositions of place.
Yes, prepositions of place tell us where something is. They answer the question, where?
That's right. And using them correctly makes your English sound much more natural.
Exactly. Let's start with one of the easiest ones. On.
On is when something is on top of a surface. For example, the cup is on the table.
Here's the fun story. Yesterday, I put my sandwich on my desk while I worked, and then I forgot it, and my dog ate it.
Oh no, poor sandwich.
Yeah, my dog was very happy, though.
Okay, next is in.
In is used when something is inside a space, like a box, a bag, or a room.
Example, the keys are in my bag.
Or, I am in the kitchen. It means you are inside the kitchen, not outside.
And think about it this way. If you can go inside, you use in.
Good tip. Now, let's talk about under.
Under is when something is below something else.
Example, the cat is under the chair.
Here's a fun story. One time, my little brother hid under the bed to play a joke on me. I looked everywhere. And then, there he was.
Haha, kids love that game.
Okay, now next to.
Next to means beside or very close to something.
Example, I sit next to my friend in class.
Or the bank is next to the supermarket. Very close, side by side.
And a tip, you can remember next to by thinking of friends standing side by side.
Perfect. Next, between.
Between is when something is in the middle of two things.
Example, the cafe is between the bookstore and the library.
Here's a story. I went to the park. There was a big tree on the left and a small fountain on the right. I sat on the bench between them.
Nice. Okay, next pair. Behind and in front of.
Behind means at the back of something. Example, the dog is behind the house.
And in front of is the opposite. I am in front of the school.
And here's a fun tip. Imagine a line. The front is the side you face. The back is behind.
Exactly. Now let's talk about above and below.
Above is higher than something but not touching it. Example, the lamp is above the sofa.
And below is lower than something, like the shoes are below the bed.
Some beginners confuse under and below. Remember, under usually touches the object. Below does not.
Good tip. Okay, Emma, let's make a fun story using many prepositions.
Perfect. Yesterday, I cleaned my room. My book was on the table. My keys were in my bag. My cat was sleeping under the chair. I put my bag next to the bed, and my shoes were behind the door. I was standing in front of the mirror when I noticed a picture above my bed.
Wow, that story uses almost all the prepositions we learned today. Listeners, you can try making your own story like this. It's a fun way to practice.
Yes, and here's a little game. I'll say a sentence and you guess the preposition.
Let's do it. The cat is blank the sofa.
That's under.
Great. Next, the lamp is blank the table.
On.
Correct. Last one. The supermarket is blank, the bank, and the post office.
Between.
Awesome. Okay, Emma, now let's do something fun. A mini challenge for listeners.
Yes, look around your room. Try to make 5 sentences using prepositions of place. For example, the bottle is on the desk. The notebook is in the bag. The shoes are under the bed.
And share it with a friend or just say it out loud. Speaking helps you remember.
Good tip. And don't worry if you make mistakes. Mistakes help you learn faster.
Exactly. Now, another fun story with prepositions. Last weekend, I went to the park. The bench was next to a big tree. A dog was running behind me. A kite was flying above the children. And I sat in front of the fountain to eat my sandwich.
Wow, that story has many prepositions too. You can see how prepositions make a story clear and interesting.
That's right. And a little extra tip, when you tell a story, try to use as many prepositions as you can. It makes your English sound natural.
Okay, Ben, let's review all prepositions we learned today. On, in, under, next to, between, behind, in front of, above, below.
That's a lot. But remember, start small, make simple sentences, then gradually make stories.
Thank you so much for listening today.
Don't forget to subscribe to our podcast and like this episode if you enjoyed it.
And practice using these prepositions in your own stories every day.
See you next time, everyone. Bye.